Good day, everyone. This is a PowerPoint presentation of Group 3, Introduction to Psychology, Psych 1000, Assignment 1, in which we will discuss the study of the social issue of teenage pregnancy. Group 3 consists of Ashina Peters, myself, Chantel Thompson, Karen Davey, Kiwana Licorice, and Hannah Lee Smith. For the purpose of this exercise, we would explain this social issue from a psychoanalytic perspective, discuss the research method used to investigate this issue, describe how we would select participants for the study, describe the data collection method, and summarize one scholarly article on the issue. Teenage pregnancy is defined as a pregnancy in women between 13 to 19 completed years at delivery. It is considered as a high-risk pregnancy and can lead to various social, medical, and physical problems. Where teens are considered, pregnancy is deemed as a great challenge since their bodies are not yet fully developed to bear the weight of the growing fetus on their inside. They are naive and lack the experiences of parental skills and are somewhat irresponsible in such regard. Added to that, they are being stripped of their adolescent freedom and are highly limited to finances which would be necessary to foot the expenses of pregnancy during and after birth. Teenage pregnancy can be explained from many psychological theories. However, I would explain teenage pregnancy from the psychoanalytic perspective. The psychoanalytic perspective, or the psychoanalytic approach to behavior, focuses on the motives and conflicts that direct behavior. According to Newman and Newman, 1983, the psychoanalytic approach to behavior focuses on the motives and conflicts that direct behavior. An assumption of psychoanalytic theory is that all behavior is at some level an expression of sexual or aggressive motives. Behavior does not occur at random or without purpose. When behavior does not seem to make sense, one must look beneath the surface for the conflicts of the unacceptable wishes that might be pressing for expression. As a result of all mentioned negative factors surrounding teens and pregnancies, the psychoanalytic perspective can be incorporated in the light that, considering all of the deficits, one can then muster repressed thoughts and emotions that will accumulate in their unconscious, which will then lead to affecting their mental state, inducing the urge to act abnormally, inducing suicidal thoughts, inducing acts of violence, and leading to gross negligence.
Qualitative research method was chosen on the basis that the researcher to carry out the research. It was Creswell 2013 that states that the method was a means for exploring and understanding social and human problems. As it relates to our chosen topic of teenage pregnancy, we as psychologists seek to find new causes and factors in this human problem. In our justification, it can be concluded that qualitative research seeks to analyze the behavior in its natural form. The method will retain and explore the human situation that is presented. It allows the researcher to address the question posed by the social problems. The participants will be able to freely express themselves and state the problem and how it affected their lives. The problem cannot be quantified and a definite numerical count cannot be given. Therefore, qualitative research is found to be very rich in information and is mainly used in the early stage of research.
To gain a better understanding of the effects of teenage pregnancy and to identify the differences and similarities of each participant, the selection of participants will be teenagers who are currently pregnant and also who gave birth 2 years ago. Permission will be requested from the manager of an institutional facility that hosts programs for adolescent mothers, and also the participants' parents. A stratified random sampling method will be used to select participants, beginning with the most recent participants who are pregnant and who became a mother. A total of 8 participants each will be selected. Additionally, a series of visits will be conducted to observe a self-empowerment session with pregnant mothers at the facility. Crossman 2019 stated that qualitative research creates an in-depth understanding of the attitudes, behaviors, interactions, events, and social processes that comprise everyday life.
What is a questionnaire? A questionnaire is a research instrument consisting of a series of questions for the purpose of gathering information from respondents. They can be carried out face-to-face, by telephone, computer, or post. Compared to other methods like scheduled interviews, observation, questionnaire method is regarded as more efficient. Questionnaire is a general term to include all methods of collection in which each person is asked to respond to the same set of questions in predetermined order. By using the questionnaire method, 1. Questionnaires ensure anonymity to its respondents. The respondents have a greater confidence because no one will know who those answers are coming from, so they will feel more comfortable in sharing and expressing their views with this method. 2. Respondents reply very quickly with the questionnaire method, and there is no need to visit respondents personally. 3. It helps the respondents to focus in all the significant areas. 4. Respondents do the questionnaire in their spare time. In addition to questionnaires, interview sheets will be used to target professional entities like the social workers, police, child development agencies, and the clinics.
A scholarly article summarized titled "Ring Your Future Without Changing Diaper: Can Teenage Pregnancy Address Child Marriage in Zambia?" The aim of the research was to explore factors in social and cultural environment shaping young people's sexual behavior with special attention to teenage pregnancy and child marriage. The methodology of choice due to the structure of the research are qualitative and quantitative. Data collection methods were household surveys, group discussions, and interviews. According to the article, most teenage pregnancies are as a result of social and environmental factors. Teenage pregnancies are often always unplanned and cause diversion of the original life plan of the affected individuals, including relatives who would be required to pool extra resources to aid in the child growth and welfare of mother. This social issue leads to early child marriage as parents of the impregnated most times refuse to stand responsibility and forces the involved teens to join union. Teen pregnancy was also as a result of unavailable resources of information on sexual health practices. To conclude, teen pregnancy in Zambia is the cause and consequence of child marriage according to the researcher. It is also the main cause of death among teen girls. The research was a success based on the objectives and findings. A conceptual model to explain interrelationships between young people's sexual behavior and child marriage was discussed. Proposed solution is that there is a need to look into the realities and needs of young people regarding sex and relationship.